Hello, welcome to Pointer Studio. Today I'm going to show how we can upgrade or synchronize all the domain models level names by using DynamoBIM. Actually, last week I already showed the same workflow using Rhino Inside, but there were some requests from friends that DynamoBIM workflow also could be interesting. So yeah, I decided it's a very basic Dynamo script, but I decided to make one extra video. So let's go ahead. I'm going to open Revit file. So we're using the same coordination model from last week. So we have here civil model as a main coordination model, which delimit major grid and levels. And we have here architectural model, MEP model, and structural models. They are linked. But let's assume that the main model's level name changed um, according to new naming convention for the levels. So at the moment, the current level names, they have English abbreviation at the front and the Korean translation is behind, and we have elevation here. So what I'll do, I'm going to open Dynamo Beam, and we're going to open the script which I prepared here. Make sure you open in manual execution mode so we don't run the script immediately. And we have here this script very simple. So we read, it's the same phenomenon from or logic from last time with the Rhino Insight. But basically we will read all levels category from current open Revit file, and this category we make them to the elements so that we can distinguish between level name and elevation values. And these values we simply export to the Excel sheet. So here I have Excel header. I define Excel height and level names. Let me finish the freeze component here, so we can actually export. And the elevations, because they are double like floating number, but in Excel sheet we need a string. So I change this object to the string before we connecting to the data input. And let me defreeze this component to export. So basically we will create new sheet levels Excel file, and we're gonna create this Excel file to this file path. So let me upgrade my file path. Yes, this is existing file I want to update. And let's execute the script. Then basically we have here the Excel file opened, and you have current level height and names in your Excel file, so which is good. And I'm going to close this one because I want to open now the structural model, um, which is here. As you can see, we have structural model, but this model, the naming convention, they are old name because it's Korean letters naming convention at the front, and we have English translation. But I would like to swap the other way around. And also, not only the name changed, the naming convention changed. So if you imagine to manually upgrade all these different levels, then it's a lot of work in main model. So let's open in this file in DynamoBIM. And once it's open, we can open the same script. This time we don't change this current file name to the here is use the same sheet. We want to let's execute before that explain a script a bit. So, okay, maybe let's execute, sorry. So I'm gonna run and it will ask if I want to upgrade all corresponding views. Yes, I'll upgrade it as well. So let's have a look. It's already finished. Here, if we go to the structural model, as you can see, all the naming convention now according to our coordination model updated. Of course, the name convention, elevation, everything is matched. Just be careful if your domain model has different project unit in your Revit, then make sure you have same unit settings from convention model. Because sometimes MEP model use millimeter unit, but just keep in mind that you have to unify. Otherwise, the elevation information, the elevation values from the other Excel file to if it's your project unit is centimeter or millimeter, then it will make a huge confusion. So here now I'm going to explain script a bit. So we have here the data from Excel, and we flatten the levels because we have second level in Dynamo. So, and after that, I'm this header names I want to drop. So I use drop items. So we have elevation and level name, and every second index I want to take it so that I can distinguish between elevation and level name. So we have here between the elevation and level name. And the elevation, because it's a string from Excel, I want to convert to the number. So we have here string to number component. And we inject these values to current level. So I use here the category levels as an element. And for the parameter name, the system parameter, so elevation and name, when you select in Revit, as you know, we have this system parameter. But be careful, this elevation name system parameter, if you use different language version in Revit, for example, if you use German Revit, then the elevation is Höhe, or the name is same, Name. Anyway, if you use, for example, Korean, then we use 높이, and here we use 이름. So this system parameter naming from Revit, it has to be follow your language package. So then this script will work. I think it's quite simple script, and it works quite well. So I wish this was a little bit of I know it's very basic, but sort of helpful. So that's it for today. And if you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe me. By subscribing my channel, it will help me or support me a lot to continue my hobby. Then thank you and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.